You're good.
Kobe, can you talk about what went through your mind when they cut that 18-point lead down to 3? And at that point, did you feel like you had to take over?
Just had to keep attacking. You got to stay aggressive. But the thing is, when that happens, you have a tendency to want to be a little too passive. And, instead of playing the same way that got you the lead.
Kobe, one thing you haven't done in your career is beat the Celtics. I'm wondering how much that eats at you and what you feel like getting another chance at them now.
Well, just looking forward to the challenge of it. Last time we played them, it was a great learning experience for us. And it taught us what it takes to be a champion. The defensive intensity that they play with, the tenacity that they play with. And, we learned a great deal in that series.
Kobe, the finals, you guys are 8-0 at home, 4-4 on the road. What do you need to do physically and mentally to prepare for games 3 and 4 in Boston?
We'll worry about it when it gets to it.
Kobe, you got the Suns got it to 3 after the point that you talked about, but at that point it looked like there was some great defense played, and it looked like you just willed the ball in. Can you just talk about the last 3 possessions where you shot and the shots you had the defense played on you by the Suns?
Well, solid defense. They had help coming from the weak side with traps and things like that, so it made it difficult for me to get to the basket. So I just had to create a little bit of space and raise up. I had a good look. It looks like a much tougher shot than it actually is. Yeah, I got a good look, got my legs underneath me, and was able to knock it down.
Get some conversation with Alden after that one. Did you talk about that a little?
I just patted him on the butt.
Kobe, you've played Rajon Rondo, I guess, whenever you played the Celtics. He's changed over the years. Now he's the guy, before he was the guy who could fall off. Now he's the guy who kind of makes it happen for them. Are you looking forward to playing again? And, is it different?
Not really sure. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't really had a chance to kind of look at him. And aside from just mere entertainment, watching games, but he's really turned into a hell of a player.
Kobe, how much of each of these 3 rounds prepare you to where you need to be entering the finals? Is there any aspect of the game that you feels lacking for the Lakers right now, or is everything clicking?
No, we're good. We're good. It's we're playing a different style of ball now. We've had 3 series here, which every single one of them have been different. Now we're going to this series where the level of intensity and physicality is going to be at an all-time high. We still do a great job getting out transition. So from that standpoint, this series prepares us well for that. But it's we're not looking at games at 115, 110 point range.
Over here, Kobe, just 2 things. First of all, what was the exchange between you and Gentry after your key shot over the hill? It looked like you kind of tapped him a little bit. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, after I knocked down the shot, he just heard him mutter something like that. Something like that's BS. Something to that effect about the shot. It just made me smile.
And part 2, just you said on the TNT broadcast you wanted to kill Sasha after the game. Can you elaborate on that? You still feel that way?
He's still breathing.
Hey, Kobe. Go ahead, Howard. Kobe, obviously you guys didn't have Bynum or Reeves the last time you saw the Celtics in the finals. You have Artest now as a guy to check Pierce, and you've got at least some of Bynum. What kind of difference do you think those two changes in the roster make?
We'll see. Pierce is a tough matchup. He's very smart, and he's one of the few players that has a long ball, has mid-range game, can get to the basket. So I think that makes him a tougher cover than most. But rounds up for the challenge.
Kobe Andrew is not 100% going into this series either, but he said he'd be good for you. He thinks maybe about 20, 24 minutes in the next series. Is that significant that you at least have him for that period of time, given that you never had him the last time you played the Celtics? And the other question is, the synchronicity with Powell in the low post, like how significant or important is that in order for you guys to be able to beat the Celtics this season?
Well, you know, I think they have to be on the same page defensively more so than offensively. Offensively, they're both very skilled, so I think, misassignments offensively, their talent can make up for it. I think defensively is where they really have to be on the same page. And, it helps having him, against this Celtics team. They're a big team, a physical team. And, I'm excited for him. This is a big challenge for him.
Kobe, to your right. Scott and Ken, last two. There's some guys in the locker room that are saying that there's a score to settle from 2 years ago, that's something that's really stayed with you guys. Others are saying it's almost like ancient history, you can't hang on to that. What camp are you in? Is 08 still with you or not?
Yeah, it's a great challenge for us to see how much we've improved, how much we've gotten better, and to be able to go up against this team, in a playoff series.
Did you want the Celtics? Did you feel like there was a score to settle?
I didn't give a damn who we played. Didn't matter to me.
Along those same lines, Kobe, have you been conscious, even though you were able to avenge 08 by winning a title last year, in some way have you been conscious of a little fire burning about that this entire time, or does that only kind of resurface now that the moment is here?
Oh, the challenge is to win a championship. The Celtics are in the way. They feel the same way about us. Obviously, it's a matchup that, it's very easy to talk about. So there's a lot of, things that people can write about and talk about. It's a sexy matchup. So, we're looking forward to this challenge, looking forward to the test. And when the ball goes up, we'll be ready to go.